what's going on, everybody? I'm Bud Burke, and in this lesson we're going to go over pattern 4 and apply it to the pentatonic scale. This is probably one of the most popular and widely used scale patterns for your pentatonics, just moving up and down the scale in groups of 3 notes. And here's what it's going to sound like. Okay, so let's go over the A minor pentatonic / C major pentatonic. So that's just our regular old box pentatonic shape starting on the 5th fret of our low E string. And I've mentioned this in the other pentatonic scale pattern videos, so I'll mention it again, that using your pentatonics as major versus minor, just real quick, depending on where the chord you're jamming over is, let's say this time I'll use the starting on the 9th fret. This would be a C sharp note, right? So if I was to start my pentatonic shape, start that up on, put my pointer finger up on the 9th fret. So now I'm using a C sharp minor pentatonic, right? But now if I was to get this second note of the pentatonic scale, have that note end up on the 9th fret, which then is effectively moving my whole scale down by 3 frets. So now the first note of the scale is starting on the 6th fret, and the second note is starting on the 9th fret. Now I'm using this as a C sharp major pentatonic scale. Otherwise, you could view it as being an A sharp minor, or either C sharp or D flat major, whatever you want to call. And this would be either an A sharp or a B flat. Anyway, there's using your same old pentatonic shape as a either major or minor. Back to the pattern at hand. So this pattern is going up and down in groups of 3. This is probably the most popular, most commonly used scale pattern. Either one of the most 2 widely used ones, either going up and down in 4s or up and down in 3s. So today we're going up and down in 3s. So let's start on our 5th fret of our low E string. Go up 3 notes. Now start on the 2nd note and go up 3. Now start on the 3rd note. Go up 3, starting on the 4th note, going up 3. Okay, so you can think of it that way. You can also think of it as in terms of each string. Now you're just starting the pattern on the A string. Now starting the pattern on the D string. Whatever way makes it easier for you to visualize this stuff. Otherwise, yeah, just start on the 1st note, going up 3, 2nd note, going up 3, 3rd note, up 3, 4th note, up 3, 5th note, up 3, and so on. And that'll be our end note for now, okay? So let me play that evenly and in triplets so you can hear it the way we mostly would play it in regular old circumstances. Okay, now we're going to make our way back down. So starting on the highest note and go down 3. And then the next one. Okay, starting on the B string. Now the G string. D string. A string. And then an ending note. So we can see as we do the descending, we end on that note, which would be the root of the major scale. So I don't know if you notice this, I hear it, but when we do the descending, it sounds more major to me because we end on that major note, that major scale note. Okay, so that is your first version of doing this. That's just picking every note. watch out for the descending picking. It's tough. It keeps you on the outsides of the strings. Okay, so what I mean by that is if we were just to focus and look at just the B string and the high E string, staying on the outside of those strings would mean that we're picking the high E string with an upstroke and the B string with a downstroke. Okay, so we're on the outsides, not on the insides, in between those two strings. So as you do this pattern and descend, it's keeping you on the outsides of those strings, which is really hard. So I'm going down, up, and then skipping over the B string, hitting it down, and skipping underneath the high E string and hitting it up. You know, and it's going to keep you doing that the whole way down the pattern. Okay, so that's something that might take some extra practice, but if you get really good at it, it will transfer over to just doing all your scales and just your general picking. That's something that's really good to get comfortable with. Okay, so version number 2 of this one would be to add one hammer-on. Okay, and then pick the others until we get to the next string. Hammer-on. Okay. So this one, even though we're going up the scale in groups of 3, our picking pattern is lasting for groups of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then our new picking pattern starts over again. Okay. So again, that's doing a hammer on, pick, 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 pick. Now starting everything on the A string, hammer on, pick, 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 pick. 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 And okay, then going back up the scale, we're gonna do pull off, pick, 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 pick. Starting on the B string, pull off, pick, 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 pick. Starting on the G string, pull off, pick, 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 pick. Pull off. And then our end note. Okay, so that is method 2 of picking this one. Okay. So version 3 of this is to add a second set of hammer-ons and or pull-offs. So this time we'll do hammer on, pick, pick, and then to the next string, hammer on. And then we'll do start it over again. Hammer on, pick, pick, next string, hammer on. And then starting on the D string, hammer on, pick, pick, hammer on, then G string. Okay, so you can think of this as you're doing the hammer on, and then we're kind of going back and forth between the two strings. And then we're going to do 2 hammer-ons in a row. So that's one to finish off a pattern, and then start the next pattern. Okay, so that's using 2 sets of hammer-ons and pull-offs for each group of 6 notes. Alright, still going up and down the scale in groups of 3 notes, but our picking pattern is going over a course of 6 notes. Okay, let's do this in descending. So we'll do a second set of pull-offs this time. So we'll do pull off, pick, pick, pull off, and then start on the B string, pull off, pick, pick, pull off. Okay. Okay, so this one it feels like you're doing, it feels like because you are, doing 2 pull-offs of the 2 same notes in a row. So that's your version 3. And then the 4th way to do this is to do as many hammer-ons and pull-offs as possible, only picking the first note of each string. back down. And there you have your pattern for the pentatonic scale. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for learning with me today. Keep your eyes open for more videos to come, and definitely check out all the other videos I got out there. There's a lot of good info and stuff for you to learn. Until the next lesson, take it easy and keep on jamming.